Next title. I didn't really like that one. That one was kind of weird. The only one that I really liked was the one about the fireman guy. You know the one. I told you guys the story about the fireman. You know about the fireman. Fireman. Yeah, the fireman guy. The one that had 2 seasons. Oh yeah, the fireman one, they do the sex too. The fireman basically what happens is this girl and she's like, oh, I'm a girl. Tee-hee-hee. I'm a girl and I'm so reckless, but I have a life and I have a job and I go to school and I'm so reckless. Tee-hee-hee. Oh, look what happened to me. I left something on and now my whole place is catching on fire. Tee-hee-hee. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Who's gonna save me? I'm stuck in this burning building. Opens the door and some guy comes in and he takes her and he picks her up and she goes, I can't. And she passes out and she wakes up and she's like, oh God. Oh my God. It's my childhood friend that I used to know from long ago. That I used to know back in school. We grew up together and then we went to high school together. And for some reason in high school, he wanted to get with every girl, so I didn't like him. But even though we were friends and stuff, but I didn't like him. And I know that he likes to bang girls all the time, so I don't like him at all. But I can't believe I ran into you here and I didn't know that you were a firefighter now, and thanks for saving my life. It just so happens that you were the firefighter that came to my place that night to save my life. And then he's like, oh, I know, I have, it's been years. It's so good to see you. Look great. And she's like, oh no, whatever shall I do? And he's like, I'm sorry, you can't go back. Your house is burned down. You can't live there anymore. Oh no, but will it be fixed? And he's like, I don't know, but it's gonna take some time. She goes, but I have a life and I have a job and I have things to do. And he's like, well, I mean, if you want, I guess you could stay in my house, even though we don't know each other at all. We only know each other from back in the day when we were kids. But I trust you enough to live in my house and not be a psychopath. And she's like, oh my God, I also trust you 100%, even though I know that back in the day you were weird and we got into a big fight, and because you were liked a lot of girls and stuff, and even though I know that I can trust you and stay at your house too. And he's like, good, we're going to my house. And then they go to his house and he's like, welcome to my house. He's like, okay, I know that this is your house, but you know what? Here's this big line that I'm drawing in your house, and I get this part of the apartment and you get the other part, because all of a sudden, just because I'm in your house, I commandeered half of your stuff. And now you're not allowed to come to this part of the apartment because I know that you are a womanizer and you love touching ladies. So you can't come anywhere near me, even though this is your place. And he's like, oh my God, what do you mean? Oh, well, I guess it's okay. You can totally destroy my property and say that you own half of my place, even though we just met a day ago, even though we've only known each other since we were kids, but then we lost touch and we haven't spoken to each other in years. So I definitely trust you, and I'm definitely ready to give you all of my shit. But first, let me take off my shirt and change in front of you instead of going into the bathroom so that you can see all my cool muscles. And she's like, oh my God, your muscles are shining and they're glittering. Oh no, what is that? You have a big bruise on your back. What? Did you get that saving me? I know I said that I was going to stay on one side of the room, but let me step over the boundary and touch your muscles because I'm very concerned about your life right now. And then he's like, whoa, you want to touch my... Oh, you want to touch my muscles? Stop it, Rocket Raccoon! I'm trying to tell a story. Oh, you want to touch my muscles, huh? You want to touch my muscles? And she's like, oh, no, it was an accident. I saw your muscles and I saw that they were very bruised. And I just wanted to, I wanted to help somehow. And he's like, you can help by coming. You can help by coming into my arms. Hiya! And he takes her arm and he grabs her and he pulls her into like this weird like back hug. And he's like, ha ha ha, you're mine now. You're trapped. You fell for my trick. I have real bruises on my body, but I showed them off because I knew that you'd be concerned for me. So now you're close to me, and now you stepped over the line, and now you're in my property. And because you're in my property, I can do whatever you want. Why I want to you, and you can't say anything. You can't say no. What? What do you mean? What do you mean everything you want? Well, I'm not even gonna ask you because I'm just gonna start doing it on my own. Here you go. And then she's like, oh no, please, please don't, but yes, but no, but yes, but no, but yes, but no, but yes, but no, but yes, but no. Oh no, why did you do that? I'm very angry and I'm crying right now because I didn't want to do things with you, but I'm crying. And even though we did it, how about we go on a date tomorrow? and then the rest of the series is her and him doing it everywhere and running into his friends and trying to do it secretly in a pool, even though they're all hanging out with friends. And it's a bunch of like running around. And then she's like, you know what? Maybe I do like you. Let's be boyfriend and girlfriend.